Two identical regular prisms each have a height of 90 centimeters. Okay, this is an odd duck problem, so I'm going to start drawing things here. All right, so I've got a rectangular prism. And I've got two of them. And they're both 90 centimeters. They are identical. Okay, the base of each prism is a square. Okay, good to know. So I don't know what they are, but I know it's a square, so I'm going to call both of these sides x. Right, the surface area of each prism is k centimeters squared. Okay, so what is surface area? It's when we add up the area of all the individual sides. So for each of these individual prisms, just look at one of them here, what would the surface area be? Well, the bottom square would be x times x, or x squared. The top square would be the same, x times x, or x squared. So together those would be 2x squareds, x squared plus x squared. Now, the four sides, each one of those is going to be 90 times x. It's going to be 90 times x all the way around. So I have 90 times x, 90 times x, 90 times x. So I have 90 times x, and I have 4 of those. So 2x squared for the top and bottom. 4 times 90 is 360. And all that added together equals k, the total surface area of 1. Okay, so I'm going to remember this. I'm going to write it over here. That 2x squared plus 360x equals k. Okay. All right, so the next part, what's the next thing that they tell us? If the prisms are glued together along a square base. I have seen this verbiage before. The first time I saw it, I'm like, what are you talking about? What they mean is, if I take these two prisms and I glued them together so that a square base is touching like that. That's what they mean. If they are glued together like this, the resulting prism boom, 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 has a surface area of 92 4/7 k centimeters squared. Okay, now here's something else we're going to look at and think about here. When these two were separate, what was their total surface area? They each had a surface area of k. So together, the original surface area was k plus k, or 2k, when you added them together. Now they're glued together, and what has happened? So the new surface area is 92 4/47 k. All right? Okay. So what does that mean? What happened? What disappeared? We've gone from 2k to 92 4/47 k. What is the difference between these? If I change 2 into 47ths, so if I want to change that, I would need to multiply 2 times 47 over 47, and I would get 94 4/47. Okay, so when they were separate, they had a surface area of 94 4/47. And I'm going to write that up here. 94 4/47 k. And now they have 92 4/47 k. So if we subtract 94 minus 92, we can see it has changed by 2 4/47 k. So what is 2 4/47 k equal to? Well, what's vanished? Each of them has lost a bottom square. Because when they were separate, right, when we had the two separate rectangular prisms, we had 4 sides on each of them, so 8 sides total, and then we had 1, 2, 3, 4 squares. Well, now we still have the 4 sides, we have those 8 sides total, but we only have 2 squares, not 4. 2 of those squares have vanished. So the 2 squares, which are, again, x times x, the 2 squares, the 2x squareds, are the same as 2 4/47 k. All right. Now, I want to be able to solve for this. I want to try to find a way to solve these two. I am going to get k by itself. I'm going to get rid of this 47 halves. If I do that, if I get k by myself, I will have k equals something, and over here I have k equals something. I can set those two somethings equal to each other, and I'll just have just x's, and I can solve it. Okay, so 2/47 k. In order to get rid of that, I need to multiply by 47 halves. That will cancel out those fractions. You multiply by the reciprocal. So I'm going to do the same on this side, multiply by 47 halves. And then on the right side now, I will just have k, and on the left side, those 2's cancel out. And I'm left with 47x squared. Okay, so I know that 2x squared plus 360x is k, and also that 47x squared is k. So I can set them equal to each other. So now I have 2x squared plus 360x equals 47x squared. I'm going to subtract 2x squared. Nope, stop, go away. Subtract 2x squared from both sides. I was trying to keep this all on one page, but I'm just running out of room as usual. And so I have 360x on the left, and 47x squared minus 2x squared is 45x squared on the right. I can divide both sides by x to get rid of one of those x's. And then I will just have 360 equals 45x. And to solve for x, x is being multiplied by 45, so I want to divide by 45. And I get that x is equal to 8. All that. X is 8. And let's double check and see what our question was when we started all this. What is the side length in centimeters of each square base? And lo and behold, yes, x is what the variable that I assigned to that. X is 8, so B, 8 is my answer. The other way you can do this, it doesn't cut out a whole lot of work, but it's just, you have to understand the core concept of what's happening, that what's disappearing, what's reappearing, and that you can plug and play, by which I mean you can take all these and sort of plug them in and say, okay, if this side were 4, because they give the choices of 4, 8, 9, and 16, if this length of this square was 4, what would the total original surface area be? What would the new surface area be? Would it be equal to this proportion? That's the other way you can do it. I don't know that either of those is much faster than the other. It's a tricky little, it's an odd problem. It just is. Hey guys, just a quick heads up. I've got some cool stuff coming for y'all, including a free course full of SAT tips and tricks, as well as an exhaustively complete course on everything you need to know for the SAT, both math and reading. So subscribe to the channel to get notified when that goes live. I'm also going to put it in the comments and description below as soon as it does. In the meantime, if this video was helpful or useful in any way, please let YouTube know. Comment, like, share, subscribe. You know the drill. Thank you so much for stopping by. Hope you have a great day. See you later. Bye.